Howdy, howdy, Charles. Welcome back. Audio and video still good? I'm a streaming noob, so trying to make sure everything's on the up and up. Make sure everything's 5x5. All right, good, good. Welcome in, LJ. And yes, they are. My wife came across a small hoard of spoons on Facebook the other day, and we picked them up today for $20. There are some silvers, there's some pewters, and I'm assuming probably some other types as well. This one's really cool. I don't know if we're going to get any focusing action going on here. Ah, there we go. Got a train on this one, and it's a Silverton company. And it says Rawcliffe Pewter on the back, 1984. Yeah, I thought this one was really cool. Then there's an Arizona. It's got a cactus and a roadrunner on it. And this one says Superb on the back. But you can tell it's pewter. Yeah, the perspective on that is a little off, isn't it? Or at least it seems like it is. It's pretty sweet though. It's a nice, smooth, clean design. Oh, Silverton, Colorado. Gotcha. Okay. Real nice. I like this one. And then there's an Alaska one. Welcome in, Weed Stacker. Pardon me. Pewter. You like that one, Charles? The Alaska one? Yeah, I don't necessarily have any favorite states, but Alaska is pretty darn cool. Hey, Silver Crazed Mama. How we doing this afternoon? We're just going through some silver and pewter spoons that the wife found on Facebook for $20. A nice little hoard of them. There's the Arizona one again. It's the Roadrunner and the Cactus. Just got done digging, huh? What were you digging? You doing some metal detecting? Yeah, the new silver, that's German silver, which is copper, zinc, and what was the other one? Wow, now I can't remember. It's copper, zinc, and something else. Nickel. That's right. The badge on this one broke off. It's right here. But yeah, this one's got kind of a goldish tinge to it. And it's not real silver. Find anything good? Oh yeah, that can be glued back on. That's not a big deal. They're just glued on anyways. A little dab of Gorilla Glue or Crazy Glue will take care of that. Let's see, what's the next one we've got? Another pewter one. This one's from Nova Scotia. It says Grand Prix Nova Scotia on the back. Pewter. It says Land of Evangeline. It's got a little church there in the background. That's pretty cool. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I'm not necessarily a silver spoon collector, but when the wife showed me the pictures and asked me if they were silver, and I saw stuff like this in there, I was like, oh yeah, there's silver in there. Get it. Definitely get it. Look at that toning. The blue and the pink. And let's see, this is a July 29, 1981 royal wedding. So that's a commemoration of the royal wedding. Or I'll just put this one under the scope. There we go. Pardon me. Yeah, that's definitely silver, and it's nicely toned. Now, whether it's sterling or plated, I'm not positive. I was trying to look up information on the different hallmarks, like this Paris one right here. This was one of the first ones I looked into. You can see that little square hallmark there in the corner. It's a JM with a little symbol in the middle in between the letters. And JM is a goldsmith or a silversmith in France or whatever, but I wasn't able to find any other hallmarking on the spoon to denote what purity it was. All right, Silver Craze Mama, thanks for stopping in. Ah, yes, Princess Diana's wedding. That makes sense. I was 1, born in 1980. Yeah, the Paris one has a little ship on it, and it's got the fleur-de-lis and it says Paris. And then down in the bowl of the spoon, it has the hallmark. Wow, this lighting is terrible. It says Tour Eiffel. There we go. There's a JM in that square with a little symbol in between it. Yeah, I was looking at the different hallmarking, and it was trying to differentiate between plated and, solid, but I wasn't able to find any matching hallmarks in the lists to what I have on these, at least a couple of these anyways. Welcome in, Trident. Yeah, I thought I might get some pervs in here with that title. Yeah, most likely these are solid 925. At least these really dark ones are. Like you can see the toning and the tarnishing on there. This is a Cordoba. And see, most of them don't even have any visible hallmarking on them that I can tell. And there might be something under that sticker, but yeah, most of these are probably sterling, or at least a good handful of them. Yeah, I thought that ship was pretty cool. And then this one. This one's from Yellowstone. Got a bear in the mountains. That's kind of cool. It says Yellowstone. I've actually been there. All right, so this one does say something on the back. It looks like it says sterling. I'll have to get that closer. There we go. Yeah, all these for 20 bucks. I wasn't going to complain. So there's some kind of a hallmark symbol there. And that's going to denote the purity, whether it's plated or pure. But I couldn't really figure out how to read them. It's like a head or something. I don't know what that is. Your daughter's got that one. Yeah, you can see, look at that blue coloring in there. That's amazing. What else do we have down here? This one doesn't seem to have any hallmarking. It's got that silver tone to it, but it's not very tarnished. It says Firenze. Not sure what that means, but yeah, some of these are pretty old, like 60s and 70s, if not older. Like I think it was this Paris one that I was looking up. It said it was circa 1960s. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Firenze one. Not sure what language that is or what that says. Might be Italian. I mean, it's got some, I don't know what it is. It's like white buildup. Someone's probably cleaned it because you can see the tarnish like right around the edges there. Yeah, someone's cleaned this one. Right up against the solder point, you can see it's still dirty. Yeah, they cleaned that one. My wife was all, should we clean these? Get these cleaned up? I was like, no. There's one that says Jericho. Firenze's a town in Italy. Okay. I see. I thought it had an Italian look to it. That was just a guess, but had an Italian look to it. That one says Jericho. Not quite sure what the image is. Yeah, no, don't clean them. Nope, just like a coin, you don't want to clean them. They hold their value. This one's got some stuff on the back. Let's check this one out. All right, so we got a big S in a circle. And then over here, made in Holland. Okay. So that's the Horn of Jericho made in Holland. Very cool. Yeah, someone was definitely a collector. See, that one's got some nice tonnage in it. You can see the pinks and the greens and the blues. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got Lucerne. The wife saw that one. She's all, does that say Lucerne? I'm all, it does. And I'm assuming she was thinking about the Safeway brand Lucerne. Yeah, Charles, it does have a good spread of color. Yeah, that S in the circle, or the oval, I was assuming that meant silver, or sterling. Nothing on the back of this one. Oh wait, what's that? Let's take a look under the scope. Ah, there we have it. 80%. So this one's not quite sterling. Not quite sure what we got over here. It looks like a B. Something else, a little worn off. Yeah, Switzerland. I knew it was a town somewhere over there in the Eastern European area. I was gonna guess France, but then again, I was never a geography major either. Okay, what does this one say? Prince Edward Island. Maker's Mark B, yeah. Was there something else before that or just Nix? Because I know sometimes the Maker's Mark can be two initials or two letters. That one's kind of hard to read, but this one says Prince Edward Island. And it looks like it might have been hand painted. Ah, Navy 8 years, right. That'll do it. I appreciate your service, good sir. Got something down here. Okay, that's Lothlatoon. Not quite sure how to pronounce that. Looks like it says Lothlatoon though, or Lothlaflone. Lothlaflon. Right, yeah, enamel painted. Pardon me, I need to clear my throat. Okay. Yeah, I could tell that this one was definitely hand painted, and it looked like it was an enamel job. That's definitely some work. We got this one, Sterling BMC made in Canada. I think that says BMC. Yep, BMC. My eyes aren't quite gone yet. Made in Canada. What else do we have down in here? Right? Hand painting that enamel disc that small? That's ridiculous. And we haven't even gotten into like this one over here. Excuse me, the painted one. And there's some other painted ones back here too. Let's see, we've got Platina made in Holland. I don't know what platina is or means. I have to look that up. That might mean silver. It might mean stainless. It might mean something totally different. Oh, that looks familiar. It looks like it's getting some tarnish on it, but... Ah, Space Needle. I actually live about 3 hours from Seattle. 4 hairs. That's insane. Yeah, you can see the brush strokes. Here, let's put that one under the scope. Look at that. You can see the brush strokes in the enamel paint. All right, thanks for stopping in, Charles. I appreciate it. Have fun with your niece's birthday. That detail is incredible. But yeah, back to the Space Needle one. I live about 3 hours from Seattle. I went over and bought my new car from Everett, I think it was. So I got to see the Space Needle on my way past. Ah, so I'm gonna have to look up Platina. Really? The wife must be home. The dogs are out there barking. Let's see, Platina. Plate, plating, Spanish. English translation, platen. I'm glad you enjoyed it, LJ. It's always nice to be able to enjoy what you're doing. Platina spoons, eBay. Holland spoons, just Kansas. What's the composition? Looks like they made a bunch of different designs. Not finding a whole lot of information on the word platina. Could be the company name. Worth Point, vintage 1961 Kansas souvenir fork and spoon boxed by Platina, made in Holland. That's all the information they have about it. So I'm going to guess that that's the company name. Interesting. But yeah, the Platina, whatever that is, company did a bunch of these twisted handle spoons. What do we got here? Here's one from Australia. Made in New Zealand. Collector's World. That's got some nice toning going on too. Got the crazy abstract kiwi going on. Some nice toning. Look at that toning back there. Made in New Zealand. That one's pretty cool. Let's see. Coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, 1953. Made in England. Pretty cool. Take a look at that under the scope. EPNS. Gem. Made in England. Definitely silver. Feels like it's probably solid sterling. Looks like we have, oh, this one looks like it's a 90%. This one's coin silver. What does that say? Well, that's worn. Land? I bet you it says England. Or said England. Made in England. But it's, let's see here. Menno Simon. Menno Simons. Yeah, Simons. So whoever that guy is. Got a book and a rod or staff of some sort. And yeah, I'll have to look that one up. 90% coin silver. Some of these solid ones I know I can weigh up and get an accurate approximate value. Okay, what is this one? It says London in the bowl. And up here we've got the Old Country Shop or Curiosity Shop. And again, this one looks like it's been cleaned. It's got white residue and a little bit of tarnish down here where they couldn't quite get it all off. But the telltale giveaway is the white residue right there. Noobs. Reminds me of the back in the day stories of get out the silver, polish and the old silverware and get all the tarnish off. And that's why when you look at them under the scope, they're all scratched up because they used abrasive silver cleaners on them to scratch the tarnish away. But here we've got an Innsbruck, and this one is going to be marked with something there, and looks like 80%. The maker's mark of an AW. But we're looking at an Innsbruck. Come on. Not sure where that's at. Somewhere over in Europe, I'm assuming. Most of these seem to be European spoons. Go ahead and start putting these away in the boxes. Austria. Okay. So I mean that's getting pretty heavy already. And that's just a few of the ones I've showed of the silver pewter and the German silvers over there. What have we got here? No hallmarking. Belgium. I think that's a G. And if that is a G, I'm assuming it's probably associated with Belgium. You can go ahead and put it under the scope. Let's see what we've got here. We have, looks like the Griffin. And that is a G, Belgium. And this one looks like it's probably been cleaned. Looks like there might be some tarnish down there in them nooks. And it's got some haze on it. Looks like it's starting to tarnish again. Oh, yep, there's white residue. You can see the white residue right there. It's been cleaned. But it's silver. Put that in the silver stack. Here's another one that's been cleaned. And this one looks like a camel. So who knows where this one could have come from, anywhere over there in the Middle East or wherever. India. I'll take a look at that mark here in a moment. What do we have here? Ooh, a deep dark one. What does that say? Wow. Let's see if I can get any closer. Those lights up all the way. Yeah. What do we got in there? Geez, it's like trying to decode hieroglyphics. There's good light, but I can't tell what that says at all. If it even says anything. So that's kind of weird. But we got the camel. Not a whole lot of detail. Pretty simple, this one. Looks like it's been sanded or something. Look at all those scrape marks. I don't think that's from me just now. Huh. There's even a hole in it. There's a hole in it. Is that on purpose? I mean, it is supposed to be a teaspoon, so the tea can drain out. But that one's cleaned. Ooh, there's an extravagant one. Let's see, what does that say? Clamor? New York City. Claimer? Amer? Amer? Is that two A's? Anyways. Chinatown. Chinese dragon. And this thing is chunky. It's 3D and chunky, not like the camel. The camel is flat and thin. This thing has depth and design and chunk factor. We got dragon, Chinatown dragon spoon from New York. I didn't see any other information on there other than the mark there. But this one also appears to be silver. Starting to tone up a little bit. Some of that cloudy toning wipes off with my finger. So let's see, what do we got next? Here's a Canadian, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And this one has those letters in it again. Wonder if that's some kind of a maker's mark. Wait a minute, that says Ottawa. I can see that now. Okay, that makes sense. Look at the RCMP, Canadian Silver Spoon. On the back, we've got the I think this is the same as one of them other Canadian ones that was down here. BMC or whatever. Yep. Sterling, BMC, made in Canada. So there's two of those Canadians. Ooh, here's a cool one. Oh, wow. I hadn't even seen this one yet. Wow. This one's pretty. So let's see if we can see what that says. most likely stainless. Yeah, some of these are pretty light. Like this one. This one. This one definitely. This one I question whether or not that's silver or not. These two, quite possibly. But all the rest of these, definitely. Yeah, these two goldish ones don't even have any marks on them. Well, this has one mark, but I couldn't read it. Like reading hieroglyphs. Yeah, I'll have to get like a silver testing kit and figure out if these are silver or not. What does that say? That's an interesting one. But it's probably in Hawaiian. Look at the toning on this Hawaiian spoon. Oh, is that what that said, Holland? Let's wait till we get here to the bowl. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. And it's stamped through to the backside, stamped from the backside through. This camera is doing okay for the toning, but it looks a lot better in person or under better lighting. Yeah, this one's really nice. That toning in the bowl really gives that picture a lot of depth and character. That's freaking sweet. And let's see, what's this one? There's a Disney spoon made in Australia. Silver plated. Okay. So we know what we're looking at right off the bat with this one. We've got an Epcot Center. Silver plated. Nicely toned. Disney. And it says, I guess it would help if I had it right side up. Made in Australia. Silver plated, excuse me. So that's pretty cool. Won't know the actual weight value on that one because it's only plated, but that one is pretty extravagant. Let's go with this dinky little Canadian guy here. What do we got? Peggy's Cove, it says on the bowl. Sterling. Little Canadian spoon there. Says Peggy's Cove in the bowl. It says Sterling on the back here. Pretty cool. Here we have a New York City with the Statue of Liberty. Also Sterling. Pretty thin pressed design on that. But cool nonetheless. And Portugal, Lisboa. And I'm not seeing much there. What is that? All right, so we got some white buildup in there. Let's see what this says. Pazio. Well, I didn't necessarily specify a side for each, but that's how it ended up, yeah. Might as well separate them. So I can't quite tell what that says. Looks like it says Pazio or something Pazio. Might be worn off. But it's definitely got some of that silver coloring in there, the toning, and the black speckling, the tarnishing. So I'm thinking this one's been cleaned. And that's the Portugal one. Some beautiful blue toning on there. And, oh, it's this little guy. The Champlain Monument in Quebec. Another BMC Sterling made in Canada. Pazid in Austria. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was an O or a D. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the stamping. That says Quebec on the stem. And then in the bowl, it's got a Champlain Monument. Need a place to prop my arm. Just another little Canadian one there. And let's see, what's this one? The Cedar of Lebanon. And I don't see anything on the back, but it does look like it's silver. Didn't see any hallmarking on this one. And then this one's got some really, really pretty toning. And this one is definitely sterling as the S in the oval again, like one of the other ones did. This one is toned up. And it's got the Jerusalem badge. And look at that rainbow. Whew. That's gorgeous. I thought the back of a compact disc was freaking pretty. Toned silver is gorgeous. Got the Jerusalem one. See if I can change my focus. So I can touch the screen to manually focus it, but this Droid Cam app doesn't autofocus apparently. And now we're getting down to some of the more interesting ones. We still got this whole board full to go through. So let's see, what should we look at next? All right, this one's definitely silver. Looks like we've got $1847 Rogers Brothers. IS RD59 reflection. That's a lot of interesting stuff there. This one is a custom engraved. Baker School. R1 Baker School, 1973. RT. I'm going to put this under the scope. RI. Baker School, 1975. 1973. So this is a customized spoon. And here we've got the 1847. Hey, Scratch and Go Crazy, welcome in. So is that a 1 or is that the end of that? That looks different than the 847. How you doing today, Scratch and Go? We're just checking out my little hoard of silver spoons that the wife found on Facebook for 20 bucks. Ah, Rhode Island Baker School. Okay. So 847 Rogers Brothers. LSRD59. Reflection. Sitting at the laundromat. Been there, done that. I think that 847 looks different than that. I don't think that's a 1. I could be wrong, but Yeah, this one's super basic, super plain. No designs on it. Just a little congratulations silver spoon, probably a graduation. $847, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure if they did $847. I know they do 80%, and but I guess I've seen what, $627 or some. I've seen weird ones, so I guess it would make sense. They can make them out of whatever they want. Let's see, this one is interesting. Oh, this one. Haha. This one is not silver, but it is toned and it has been cleaned. But we've got the Utah State seal on this one. You can see all that. It's either cleaning residue or oxidation. I want to say it's probably cleaning residue because I've seen it on several different spoons of different compositions. Look at that toning. That's how there's a lot more green than there is blue. And guess on what this one is? Slider under the scope here. Whoa, that was probably loud, sorry. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That it was the abrasive cream cleaner residue. So 1896 to 1847, State Seal of Utah. And this one, solid copper. Bam. Indeed it is. Yeah, I was pretty stoked about that. Solid copper spoon. It's a hefty little guy too. Let me throw that on the scale here real quick. $13.9 grams on that copper spoon. Just shy of 14 grams. That's That's definitely a good one. Here is another BM Company Sterling Canadian spoon. And this one says something Hill. NB, is that New Brunswick? Something Hill, New Brunswick. See if I can get her under the scope here. Magnetic Hill, New Brunswick. Is that a place? I have a feeling that's probably a place. But this is a little copper one with red, gold, and green. Canadian maple leaf on there. And the crown up at the top has a couple red painted. All right, so now my focus doesn't want to work. Must be a maximum distance I can focus. All right, there we go. So we've got the Rasta leaf on the Canadian Magnetic Hill spoon. Also Sterling. Okay, let's check this one out. No hallmarking. Feels like it could be silver. Also with the red, gold, and green leaf motif. Clearly Canadian. But this one, dun dun dun, is a letter opener. Of course, no markings at all on the back. However, on the blade, it does say Niagara Falls. So interesting piece there. Not quite sure if it's silver and it looks bent. I don't know if it's supposed to be bent. And that feels like solder or glue. I don't think that's tarnish. But definitely it was a sharp point. It's not sharp on the edges. But it is pointy. Ow. So we got that bad boy. And then, see, is there any more silver over here that I know is silver? This one might be plated. This one might just be stainless. I don't see any indication of tarnish, although I do see some slight toning. We've got one from Antwerp. Antwerpen. And it's really shiny, but it is starting to get a little tiny bit of pink toning going on. It almost looks chrome. Got a windmill design in there, similar to the Alaskan one or the Hawaiian one. But given the shininess of the reverse side of it here, I don't think it's silver. Or if it is, it's just lightly plated. So you can see a little tiny bit of pinkish toning starting to develop in there, but not much of anything. And it's really shiny. Let's look at this little guy. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Well, this one's sterling. It says it's sterling. It's pretty shiny. It says sterling right there on the back. So that's pretty cool. Another little sterling spoon. Some of these may be silver and just kind of don't really look it. Other ones might not be at all. Does that say, is that a D or a B? Can't really tell. Almost looks like an indication of a purity there, but this one is too dingy to read. What does that say? Corinta? Looks like some Roman architecture. Can't really tell on this one. But it's kind of got a goldish tone bowl. I mean, not really goldish, but it's getting that oxidated look to it. And it's pretty grimy. Like they cleaned it and didn't get all the stuff off of it. That one's probably also sterling. This one looks like brass. It's another Canadian spoon. It says Kenora. Again with the red, gold, and green leaf. Oh, hi. It's the she monkey. So this one's probably brass. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Here's a chunker. This one's probably pewter. Or just some kind of pot metal, because it's heavy. There's a kiss for you. It says Chocolate World, Pennsylvania. Does Hershey's have a chocolate world in Pennsylvania? Oh, what's that? There's something there. Gish? I think that said Gish. Yeah, Gish copyright. This one's heavy and has lots of detail in the bowl. Probably pewter. Feels heavy like pewter. A little shinier than pewter though, so I don't know. Like I said, it might just be pot metal. What else do we have? Let's see. We've got an unknown composition. Boston, Massachusetts bicentennial. That's cool. It's got the eagle and Liberty Bell and the soldiers and the date and everything. The Boston, Massachusetts logo up there. Don't have any information on the back. Not sure if this one's silver or not. Looks pretty clean, like stainless. So, could be silver. Probably stainless. Let's see. And here's a chrome plate made in England. Lillooet, British Columbia. Not sure where Lillooet is, but looks like these were engraved with the locations they were obtained, maybe. This is just chrome plate. Looks like it's probably brass given the color of the engraving. And let's see, what do we got next? Let's check out this one, which looks like it's 850 silver. If we can get a focus on that. Oh, we've got the like the Moai type Polynesian big head statue type thing going on there. Oh, it's Mexican. Okay. It says Mexico right there. Bam. So Mexican silver. Ah, the rest of that says Hecho en Mexico. So we got genuine Mexican silver. Very cool. Very cool. What else do we have up here? Looks like another stainless or chrome plated. And we've got HM Tower of London, Chief Yeoman Warder. So I'm not positive who the Chief Yeoman Warder was at the Her Majesty's Tower of London, but that's what this one is. I'm assuming he's one of the Royal Guard. And did something worth having a spoon commemorated in his honor. So, very interesting. Looks like it's just almost looks like it's a coin glued on there or soldered on there. So interesting nonetheless. that one in there. Now, this one's really cool. I don't see a composition. I don't see anything back here on it. But it's silver. It's a little dinky one. We got ourselves a West Point silver spoon. Proof like. Might have even been a proof. But yeah, very cool. The West Point logo on there, or emblem. Right? That's a spoon. Hey, Far North, what's going on? Welcome into my very first live stream. Well, take 2 of my very first live stream. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. The wife found a whole box of them for like 20 bucks. These ones up here are just various random things, and these ones down here are all, so far, they're all silver. Some good toners in there, too. Bunch of pewter ones. I think you might like this one. Yeah, just a little something the wife picked up. She found them on Facebook. She's all, you think these are silver? I looked at the picture. Half of them were black. I was like, go get them. Let's see, we've got, what's this say? Waterton Park. Waterton Park, Canada. Big old chunky building on top here. No info on the back of this one. Looks a little cheaper. It's probably not sterling. Again, it's probably like stainless. It's a pretty chunky head they soldered on top of that thing. I better turn that around. Get myself all mixed up. Bin. I know, right? She said they were available for 20 bucks, and I was like, go get them if they are still available. I'm sure there's more than 20 bucks worth of silver in there. This one looks like it's probably stainless. It's a Yosemite National Park. Yeah, that is a pretty cool one, that Alaska pewter. Says Nome and Fairbanks and Juneau. It's got a little fish and an igloo. Let's throw it up under the scope here. Yeah, not much on that one. Just kind of a weird clamshell soup spoon from Yosemite. Another cheesy little, looks like stainless. What does that say? USA. Something or other. Not sure quite what this one is. But Montreal Expo 67. Is that the only Alaska one we had? Yeah, I think that was the only Alaska one. There's another random little, not sure if it's silver one or not. Yuck. Kind of a 3D guy and his horse. Mermaid Tales, how's it going? Come to check out the spoons with the old man? Hey Chuck, how's it going? It's all good. My first live stream, just going through some spoons that the old lady got. She found a silver spoon hoard on Facebook for $20. They weren't all silver, but enough of them were silver to make it worth a $20 purchase. I appreciate everybody for stopping in. I know this isn't a very exciting stream, and there's probably other things going on right now. I know Silver Seeker's probably going, and I'm missing out on that, but I'm having fun at the moment. This one's kind of interesting. Columbia Ice Fields. It's got like a snowplow truck or something. It's got a half track or a skid track hanging in there. I'm not doing too bad, Chuck. Just chilling, looking through some spoons, chit-chatting with everybody. Chuck, a lot of these spoons in here, like this one, not necessarily. I don't know the composition on this one, but some of these spoons in here are solid. Like, check out that one. The rainbow toning and the tarnish. It's got the silver hallmark. Most of these are probably sterling. Some of them are 80%. I did find one in here that was 90%. I did find a coin silver one in here. We can go back through these again here real quick. I'm running out of silvers on here. Let's see, we had the Cedar of Lebanon that didn't have any information. We got the New York City Statue of Liberty. And this one says on the back right there, sterling. This one has the S in the oval. Jerusalem. Look at that toning. This was 847. And it's personalized. Rhode Island Baker School, 1973. Has the 847 right down in there. This one's plated. Made in Australia. Disney Epcot Center. Another sterling Yellowstone. No, Chuck, the wife found a post on Facebook. Someone was selling all of these for $20. This whole set. Everything you see here on the thing here, everything in this box, and this wooden board full of spoons and knives for $20. So yeah, see here we've got one 835. Let's see it under the scope here. Oh, most definitely, Chuck. Yeah, the wife found them on Facebook and she asked me, she's all, are these silver? And, you know, the picture was kind of like this. And I saw the black. I saw like some of this stuff sticking out of there, all black and gnarly looking. And I was like, if it's not all silver, a lot of it is. I was like, get it. So yeah, I mean, like this whole side is all silver. These are all silver. This is silver. This one's from the Netherlands. Oh, I focused away. Netherland. Sorry about that. My son's out there kicking the wall. This one's painted. And it's on 835 silver. And then there's this Roma. Also painted. Yeah, I think we probably got a killer deal on this chuck. Most likely there's well over an ounce of meltable silver here. Not that I would melt them, but you get my point. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Far North. I appreciate it. I should probably get this wrapped up. I'm sure there's some streams going on. I usually hang out at Silver Seekers on Saturdays, so. I got another Baalbek. Got a couple of these Baalbek spoons. This one's painted. It's a Lebanese woman in national costume. Hey, Steeler Stacker, how you doing? Yeah, 835 is just over 80%. It's 83.5%. So I'm not sure what this one is. I'm not seeing any markings on the back of this one. But you can see how soft the metal is by how warped the stem is. How you doing today, Steeler? We're just going through some silver spoons. The wife found a little collection on sale on eBay or on Facebook for 20 bucks, and so I sent her off to get them. Now I'm going through them. I'm not quite sure what that says. Might have to throw this one under the thing, but we got what does that even say? Oh, London. Pff, derp. So we got a London painted spoon with Big Ben. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Chuck. I appreciate it. I'm surprised I went as long as I did, to be honest. And I'm surprised I got as many people in here as I did. So I'd chalk it up as a win. But yeah, like you said, I probably should get this wrapped up as well. I appreciate it, you guys. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to go, like you said, get something to eat and probably hop on over to Silver Seekers, unless there's someone else going live. But yeah, thanks all for stopping in. I appreciate it. And I might feature some of these spoons later on in some of my videos. So thank you. Thanks, Steeler, you too, brother. I appreciate you stopping in. Chuck, appreciate you stopping in. The Far North family, I appreciate you guys stopping in. I know you're gone now, but. And LJ, you were here earlier. I appreciate it. Scratch and Go, you were here earlier. Charles. All right. Love you all. Hope you all have a good night. God bless.